All right, we are back from our break, and I think that Lafdul was going to do a healing proficiency check for Higgimus.
Yeah, I'm gonna patch up his buoys.
So you get another hit point, Higgimus.
Yeah.
Cuts me down to 3 bandage. Yeah, the question was regarding someone being critically injured. Can paladins use lay on hands eventually? Would it cure for enough at some point?
I would say I would let it. Yeah.
It's got to be high enough level.
I'd have to figure out. I would say
Alright.
probably at the point, like, if they were a priest with the access to the healing sphere, when they get access, when they would get access to the spell that
serious.
could do it, that's when their lay on hands would be able to do it.
So,
Like level 14 or something.
Well, no,
In
not
Ockar's case.
so. Cure Serious is fourth level,
the equivalent.
so at 7th level, the paladin's
Yeah.
lay on hands would do that.
I just have to level up 2 more times.
Yeah, sure. I may
Yeah.
have to double check, look through some of the rules to see if there is actual coverage on it. But right now, that would be my ruling.
okay.
Also, in Ockar's case, wouldn't it be lay on hand?
I have
No,
no
I
hand
cured
back.
his hand.
You healed my arm. It's good
Yeah.
now.
Yep.
I'm
Anyway.
going to take one of those tentacles as well.
Okay.
Well, we're carrying a dead one with us, so you have to.
That is a whole detached hide. This is just the tentacle.
Well,
He
it's not a
wants his
whole
flaily
detached hide
thing.
yet.
He wants to have a tentacle that he can flail at people.
Anyways, so I'm gonna move us to. I think it was around here where we encountered them. This is the first time.
Well, I need to roll random encounter checks. That wasn't a random encounter.
Wait, what?
Nope, that was not a random encounter.
That was a planned encounter?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
So I'll move here then. Let you roll.
My arm! It's good.
Your arm's fine now. So as you're, you've picked up the corpse of the one of the displacer beasts, leaving the others, taking eyes and a tentacle, and you set back out through the forest, trying to set a rapid pace, heading towards where you believe the pixies live. Suddenly, a pixie form pops into view above you, fluttering there, and says, "Hey guys, what's up?" It's
Where have
Felloran.
you been?
We were coming
You-
to check on you. You guys, you vanished for a while. We were coming to check to see if you guys were okay.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, I guess I didn't tell you guys. Oh well, I just wanted to go speak with AuldDragon and see if he would be willing to assist your plan eventually. And good news, he is. Also, what's that on the big guy there?
We killed a
Displacer
displacer beast. A whole bunch of them attacked us.
I suppose I could have helped out with that if I was here.
It broke my arm, but then we fixed it.
Ow.
The cat's
Yeah, I
better.
can't do that again. That's the last time. The only
Yeah, we
time.
can't fix my arm again, but we fixed it once.
Or
So
anyone's
we're
arm.
good.
Well,
Oh.
you're better now. That's great.
Yeah.
So it broke my shield. I had to get a new one.
Ah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. It was a pretty shield
Anyway.
too.
Hey, we may get it fixed at some point. Who knows? But for now, let's finish this. We discovered something.
Is that you, Felloran?
Yes, I
Yes,
said it was.
it is.
We
Ah,
discovered
sorry.
something
Sorry.
underneath the water. Apparently there's. Braxon thinks it's a dragon down there.
Does Braxon think it's a dragon? Braxon, is that what you
Braxon
said?
thinks it's probably a dragon.
I
And
just
we
don't
were.
want putting words into other people's mouths, kind of thing.
Yeah. Apparently there's a dragon underneath the lake.
Ooh. What did it look like? Could you describe it for me? I want to know what it looked like. It would be pretty neat to see a dragon. I've never actually seen a dragon. There's some wyverns up on the hill, but I've never actually seen an actual dragon before.
It was quite hard for me to see it because my eyes don't work well in the dark, so I only saw an outline. So I might be wrong.
But
And
we're going
besides,
to check.
dragons are not fun to deal with.
We were
The other
going to
thing-
check to see if there's an entrance to its lair on the surface somewhere, just in case, give a lay of land kind of thing.
The
After
other
we
thing,
came to check on you
If you
guys.
come with us when we attack the fort, you might be able to see it because we want to lure it out of its hole.
Oh, goody!
And
I hope
try
so.
to attack the fort, probably.
You can to help?
Well, yeah. I mean, we'll
Let's
certainly do what we
see.
can. We've got. He holds up his bow and twangs the bowstring. We got weapons of our own.
Okay.
the other thing I saw fell around.
Can attest to that.
The other thing I saw fell around is there's a well in their camp, and there's a tunnel into the well from the lake.
So 2 of us can go in through the well, possibly.
I
Look
suppose
at-
that means you couldn't put something in it to make them all loopy or something, huh?
yeah.
Not without corrupting the entire lake.
Well, we don't. We just no way we could get enough to do that. The idea that I came up with to substitute is to coat the bucket in the stuff that they use to bring up the water. Maybe.
Like put it on the interior of the bucket.
Yeah.
Not like corrode the bucket. Yeah.
What poison do you use?
Well, that's a secret. We
Yeah.
can't tell
Could
you.
that
we
be used?
can-
Could that be used for the water?
I don't think so. Usually,
So
it
we
needs to
couldn't
be
just
injected.
take your sleeping thing and put it on the inside of the bucket.
Nah, I don't think that would work.
Okay.
Probably get diluted by the water anyway. The
Yeah,
Nixies
that's
probably
probably
wouldn't
our
like that.
plan too. It would probably get diluted by the water.
Yeah. It's not. It's only make them like stick to the stomach. It's gonna make them. But that's beside the point. It's
Given the
probably not gonna
run.
happen.
Hold on. The what won't like it?
The Nixies.
What are
What's a
those?
Nixie?
Oh, they're
Another fairy.
yeah, they're another type of fairy that lives in the water. They don't usually live in the lake. I understand they're a little bit afraid of the Lord of the Lake.
Oh, I saw some people under the water. How big are they?
They're not. They said they don't live in the lake.
Mm,
Did you not?
That's fine. He's asking. They're smaller than her. He says, pointing at Leva.
Well,
I
are they
saw
bigger than you?
Well, we saw some nasty creatures, but I also saw some nice looking creatures. So it might have been them.
You might have also see some mer people.
Probably wasn't them. They don't go to the big lake much.
Do mer people live in the lake?
Not to my knowledge. There are scrags and marrow and things like that.
What are scrags and marrow?
We fought a Merrill as a troll thing.
Oh, where's
Oh,
scrags?
there's no ogre, I mean.
They're
the scrag
both
swap.
large, nasty. We don't like them. We luckily don't have much to do with them.
Well, since we know that you guys are fine now, we could go scouting out the other area.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll come with you.
Thank you.
Great.
There we go.
Who's
Here.
who's this with you? He says, pointing at Keller.
That's a dwarf that we found. He's one of the people that's with slaves that we're trying to save. He was hiding out in their old ship.
Oh, hey, how's it going? He flutters down to Keller and starts chatting at him, and Keller is definitely looking a little grumpy.
So he doesn't like pixies.
No, he
He's
just
not-
doesn't like being chatted at.
Hey, Eld, I wonder if you'll get this. I wonder if he's related to Karzak.
Sounds
Braxton's
quite that
going to
bad.
formally introduce her to, and he's going to say to Keller, Veleran's going to help us free your companions. So anything you can think of that will help him to help us would be good.
I'll certainly take any help that comes our way, but does he have to be? He says this. He kind of moves
Why,
aside once Felleran gets distracted, and he says, kind of under his breath to you, Braxon, does he have to be so chatty though?
He is quite chatty.
Celeron, what
But-
exactly did the tree person say?
What was he
Help us
willing to
with.
do?
Well, I don't know if you're aware, but treants do have some power over trees, so we can definitely make it seem like there are more of his people around attacking the fort.
Without having to expose himself?
Well, he'd still have to be exposed. He did indicate that he was a little bit concerned over the fact that they have large weapons that could do a significant amount of damage to him.
Well, that's one of the things we want to deal with. We want to find a way to destroy the catapults or disable them.
Well, can't really discuss it with him because he's not there. But I was going to say I could give him cover with a couple of.
Maybe you could have a chance for us to have a meeting with him.
Can I see in dark?
Once we're done with our scouting, so we can discuss plans with him.
You were both talking at the same time. One at a time, please.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
All right, Ockar, go first.
Well, yeah, maybe you could try to have us meet with him to arrange some plans after we're done with our scouting.
Yeah, about that. So you know how I was gone all day?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to him all day.
Oh, because
You have a whole day?
Not really. We're kind of tight on.
Not really.
Does telepathy work faster? I ask him. Not that I have access to telepathy. I have mind read.
No, actually.
It might speed
try
things up a bit.
We could try that later.
I'd have to rest
I would
still, so
look
it
at-
doesn't really matter. It's still like another 8 hours or whatever.
Yeah, Yeldan will point out that it's not that the slow. It's just that they think at different speed as well. So I don't think it will work.
For now, let's go do our scouting.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
basically, if you, he's ready to help. You tell him what you want done, and he'll do it kind of thing. But I'm not sure that you would get much headway if you wanted to actually discuss plans with him, so to speak. And unless, of course, you had a lot of time. Plus,
Yeah,
I don't think he likes your type of people that much.
Else?
You mean humans?
People with axes and things like that.
No, we don't like sharp objects.
Makes sense. All right, so Felron, by any chance, since you're really mischief, your people are kind of mischief makers in a way, do you know if you would have a good idea for how to tease the dragon to coming at the fort?
Can they even go underwater?
Yeah, that would be a little bit of a problem, and I don't think the Nixies would want to do it either.
No.
We
Oh no,
can
I mean
make
if we
illusions.
find
If
an
you can
entrance
tell
on
us,
the surface.
if you can describe an illusion to me, then I can try and reproduce it.
I don't know about describing it to you. I mean, we can make some illusions of our own.
Okay.
The
All right,
problem
let's do this
is,
while we're
use
trying to
magic, then.
make our way. Since it's getting darker, let's try to do this on our way to the place.
Yeah, that's fine.
I asked Felloran, can Treant see in darkness? Natural darkness.
I mean, some probably
Can
not
you-
as well as some others.
They don't have like infravision like we do. I refer to elves or I don't know if pixies have infravision or what kind of vision you have.
No, I don't think they do. But truth be told, it never has come up in any sort of discussion.
I was thinking I could give them cover. I can put a globe of darkness around them, but they would know he's there, but they couldn't see exactly where.
catapults, you don't need to know exactly where they are.
Yeah, I'm not sure that would help much.
Yeah, it's just
In fact, it might make him a target.
I mean, you could, if we do the attack at night, that would certainly help in some regards, I would imagine.
Humans don't have dark. No, they have half orcs.
So, are
I'm
you
gonna roll
you're
an
going to
intelligence
the
check
you're
here.
going to the southern shore, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
Do half orcs and half ogres have dark vision?
you don't know.
That was my roll. That's why I rolled an intelligence check.
But just because you roll an intelligence check doesn't mean that you know.
Lafdul might know. He's done raids, thieving missions with other thieves before, and it's usually at night.
Probably not half orcs, and certainly not half ogres.
Half-orcs
true.
aren't a standard race, right?
They are not particularly common. They are not particularly liked. So,
Yeah.
and
They didn't become,
oftentimes in a human society, half-orcs will not exactly advertise their half-orkiness.
Yeah, they're not really a standard race as they are in later editions. Gotcha.
Well, I mean, they were a standard race in first edition, but there's a lot of reasons. It doesn't matter. The point is that no, you don't know.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Alright.
So when you get to the river, you do spot a giant black furred creature with a white stripe down its back. The Felleron recommends you guys keep your distance from the creature. It's just drinking at the edge of the water.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, we keep our distance. We go around.
Yeah, ask what is it? What creature is it?
Yeah. Ask Fedoran, what is it?
Well,
It's a dire skunk.
it is a giant skunk. Yes, it is. Yeldan definitely recognizes it as a giant skunk.
Yeah. No. Anyways, we're crossing the river.
Those stink glands could cause up a stink over in that camp.
No. Does Yeldan.
I could.
Unless you can take it out
It was
before
a terrible
it can
joke,
react.
but there is potential.
Can
for
you
it.
can you
No.
use any spell to take some sort of influence over that giant skunk and
Is it-
send it at our enemies?
It's not a cat.
No.
No.
No, it's in another spell. I do not have access to those kinds of spells.
Anyways, I already moved our token, so
Well, I mean,
you guys want to talk about more about
I mean, if you guys
No,
want to, oh, okay.
We can talk while we walk.
We're not going to deal with the skunk. We're leaving it alone, I
I
assume.
mean, you do have a ranger with animal empathy. I'm just saying. All right, so you get to
no.
you get to the
Yeldan's
southern edge of
just-
the lake. You can just move yourself there.
Yeah, Yeldan should sing to the skunk.
No. Yeldan's like,
Uh,
I don't want to deal with it. If I upset it in some way, you know how long it takes to get rid of the skunk out of you? No.
This is giant skunk.
It was just
You know, there's
drinking
probably
at
more
the
of
edge of the water. I mean, all right.
Water
you
doesn't
can-
help with skunk.
All right, I'll just
Yeldan.
move
He
you.
knows from personal experience.
All right, so you're down
Probably,
here now.
actually.
You're down here now.
Okay.
You didn't
There are
encounter. You
wolves
didn't see
around
anything
here.
else. Well,
We
you
I
didn't
just
encounter
say
anything
casually.
else. Okay.
There's wolves everywhere. And
Yeah, there's one with us.
Okay, let's have a look around, see if we can see any. We're gonna obviously stay in the woods.
Yeah, the
Because we don't want
sun.
people
The
seeing us
sun
on the other
has set by now at this point. And it set a little while ago before you got down here.
We're going to be looking for a cave entrance.
I mentioned
Yeldan will
to
point
Higgimus.
out that the cave
Hey.
entrance probably that way on the edge of off the edge of the plateau.
Higgimus, while Yeldan is looking around for a potential entrance, could you look with your spyglass over at the base, see what's up, see if they're doing anything?
Do you know a way to do that without having? Well, I guess.
It's
We're
the
coming
sun's
from a
setting,
different angle this time.
and the
it's
sun
dark
is set.
out. I don't
Yeah.
know if I'm gonna be able to see well, but I'll try.
Could I borrow it? Oh, actually, no, it won't make a difference to me.
I'll roll a tracking check. See if I spot.
It's just,
a-
you know, passing thought.
I don't
Alright,
know if you
so-
want it to be tracking a survival.
Tracking is
Survival
fine.
is
So Higgimus, you're going to be looking across at the fort from here through your spyglass, correct?
Sure.
And Yeldan, you're looking around for tracks of like a large creature or something like that that may indicate the entrance to a cave of some sort.
I am keeping
Yep.
guard.
Okay.
I am looking around for ambushes.
All right. All right. So while Yeldan is searching around, and basically all you're finding right now are regular animal tracks and Some more unusual tracks, but nothing really enormous. Something that strikes you as
Dragon size.
dragon, yeah, or something like that. Higgimus, you are looking across at the base. There are some torches lit in a few places on the walls. Not as many as you would kind of expect, perhaps. And
I
go ahead.
tell them there should be like 4 patrols, so there should be at least like 4 patrols rotating around. You should see that.
Well, should is a
Yeah,
thing.
well,
Depends
that's
on
what
you
I'm
can see.
thinking.
I see. There's a few fires lit. Not that many though.
It's kind of
I
hard
hope
to
they
make much
haven't
out
left.
with the in terms of like patrols going on. You can see some movement on the walls, but it's a little bit too dark to really make much out.
Braxon leans over to Higgimus and says, "Can you see if they're repairing the jetty?"
I'll look over to that. Can I make it out at all?
Give me a wisdom check.
Oh, good. I'm good at that.
Nope.
No, I can't make anything out.
No, there's some movement down at the water's edge, but you can't distinguish what it is.
Yeah, I see movement, but really, I can't tell what they're doing.
Oh, well, if they're out there, that's good.
Not really. But not because Oda rolls his eyes and says, well, there's no signs of anything big enough to be using for that size that Braxon grabbed. So either we spend more time out here or we start heading back. It's too dark. It's going to get too dark for me to find anything.
Well, can we build one of your fake fires?
Yeah, sure. I
Or
will.
maybe...
There.
Okay, were you just trying to build campfire size or bonfire size or what?
Bonfire size for this one. Supposed to be a ship crash site.
We're trying to lure them out again.
Well, this is
Oh,
just
this
to
is-
be lit later, right?
Yeah.
I'll mark it again with the like the other one.
It would make sense if we are going to do this bonfire that it's on this side of the river, because they're going to have limited transportation, so the patrols are going to be smaller.
Yeah.
And you do not have the fire building proficiency, correct?
Nope.
Okay.
I am trying to make it and safe. That's my number one priority, is making sure it won't catch anything
No, it
else
doesn't
on
spread.
fire.
Yeah, that's what the fire building proficiency is really good for.
Well, I rolled pretty low on the survival checks.
There's a fire building proficiency.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
building safe, large fires.
And you can do using like sticks, basically, and string.
Okay, so you build what you hope will be a large, safe, smoky bonfire, but you don't light it yet. So, all right, so that's what you've got. You said you marked it? Yeah, I see it now. All right. On the north side, is the red one or the green one the campfire that you made?
The green one.
Okay, so let me get rid of that red one.
The red one is the idea of like where I would want to ambush the group on the way to investigate the fire.
That's fine. I mean, that doesn't need an actual mark, though, really. I just want to know where the fires roughly are. Okay.
There was one on the other side over here on the river, but I forgot where that was. Over here somewhere.
It would basically be. Go ahead and put it here. Then go ahead and mark down in there.
Right here, you said?
That's fine. It's close
Cool.
enough. All right. So you guys have done what you can here. You don't see an obvious entrance here on the top surface at the edge of the forest. What do you guys want to do now?
I suggest we head back because it's getting dark.
So you don't want to hang someone over the edge of the cliff?
It's dark.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
back.
Let's head back
Yeah.
then.
Do you want to head up to the river and then take the river back, or do you want to head along the
Yeah.
cliff? I mean, you could always, trying
Let's
to
walk
can
back.
take-
Since we...
We can.
Let's walk back.
Yeldan will suggest since it's dark and as long as we don't put any lights on the boat, we should be able to row the boat up the river without them noting.
Down the river.
Yes, but I don't want being ambushed by monsters getting knocked into the water.
Well, we can go along the edge of the cliff and be ambushed by monsters and fall over the cliff. How's that?
That sounds fun to me.
It's also going to
We
take
go-
us longer if we take that route. We're better off taking the river.
And we also need
faster.
rest for the morning.
Okay, then let's just head along the river then.
Okay, so did you want to make create the boat here, or did you go back up to the river and create the boat?
Create the boat at the river.
Really? You want to do it there? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They were pretty good at spotting when I was there.
Let's go do it then.
Okay, I did the thing and go.
Wow.
I know how to hold the. You just hold the token and push spacebar to do that.
Okay. Let's see. So, as you after you pull the ship up at the shore to head back to your ship. Let's see.
Deja vu.
Well, this is after you've already gotten.
Yeah, this is. We're on a shore. We're
Yeah,
ashore.
you're already on the shore this time.
Our ship's burnt down. Lafdul the optimist.
That was the wrong
It's
thing.
well hidden. I rolled really well on the survival check to hide the damn thing.
Well, they
You
might have a
see-
fine ship spell.
You hear some splashing sounds in the water behind you, and turning to look, Yeldan, go ahead and give me a survival check.
Alright.
It's a
Ooh,
Loch monster.
just one above.
Okay. You see some creatures splashing in the water, but it's nothing that you're actually familiar with or you're you know much about. They're long, sleek creatures with dark fur, and they seem to be swimming, downstream away from the lake. Maybe
I'll look at
half a dozen or
Thalaran
so.
and I'll if Thalaran's still with us, I'll ask him, do you know what that is?
Not offhand. They
Okay.
just look
Well,
like regular
it's not
animals, though.
bugging. It's not bugging us, so
Yeah, they're just
Let's
swimming
just keep
downstream.
going.
Braxon waves at them and says, "Hello."
No.
Lafdul grabs
And-
Braxton's hand. It's like, no.
They don't appear to
Let's not
pay any
make-
attention to you as they
Let's not
pass
make
by and
friends.
continue swimming downstream.
Yeah, let's leave them alone.
probably just an animal.
Yeah.
Alright.
Braxton says, I am leaving them alone. I didn't shoot arrows at them.
Roll
Yeah,
that out.
but they might consider us food.
Let's go and go back. And
All right,
when we're at the ship,
Yeldan sets off back to the ship.
We all start talking as Yeldan walks off by himself.
Yeah, we're gonna go after Yeldan, or at least I am with my wolf.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same.
All right.
think
So
that's-
you get back to your ship. Everything seems to be in order there.
Okay.
Ah,
I'll get
they-
Higgimus to put down the place of beast and I'll start skinning.
They mentioned that they did see a large winged creature flying overhead, but they don't believe it noticed the ship or the people.
Mhm.
Okay.
And there was another creature with large feathery wings, but it didn't look like a bird. They're not sure what it was. That's what they saw.
That might be the creature that was living under the lake.
Maybe feathery rings. That suggests living in the mountain, not underwater.
Well,
Yeah, but this could be
the
a
one thing
hippogriff.
might have been the wyverns that Felleron was talking about.
Maybe.
Wasn't it 2 different
I'll
kind of
ask
flying creatures?
Fellerin, what sort of flying creatures around here have feathery rings?
Birds.
That's not a bird.
Big one.
He gives a little giggle.
As Yeldan's like doing the Stan impression with his arms, waving his arms around. This big.
Oh,
Uh,
I guess birds are normally big to you, so.
yeah, I mean there are some really big birds, but things that have feathery wings that don't really seem like birds. Well, I there's something on the that lives on the northern cliff side. It doesn't usually come down here. It tends to hunt out over the plains to the north. I don't know what it is though. Never actually seen it.
Okay. Okay. Damn it.
All right,
Um,
well, let's get some rest, people.
Oh yeah, I'll
And,
skin. If I have enough time, I'll skin the displacer. Get some plate.
Okay, go ahead and give me another survival check.
What's the plan of action for
Let's
tonight?
start 20. No, I botched it.
In more
Alright.
ways than one.
Yep. That's a pretty big botch. Not quite a complete botch, but you
You
unfortunately in the process of skinning it and setting it out to dry and everything like that, you realize afterwards that you made an error and it does not dry properly.
I can't salvage any of it, can I?
Not really.
Cut it up into patches.
No, you have to prepare the hide in a certain way to get it to dry out and stuff like that, and you didn't.
This is what I get for doing it when I'm tired. Damn it!
Well, and being something that you're just not familiar with. I mean, it's not a normal creature, so perhaps it was just something was different about how it is that doesn't match what you expected with other animals. But whatever
Even
it
if
was,
I was to use leatherworking, it would have failed.
yeah. When you get up the next morning, you realize that something was off and it didn't take properly.
Higgimus will pat Yeldan on the back and be like, "Don't worry. I also hear that there are some wizards that will take a elf's hide."
I look at him and
Yeah, I do as well. If I'm around.
Yeah,
I would
Um,
use my
but-
cure light wounds on him, Yeldan, as well, before he slept.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Also, I want to talk to our prisoners to find out what type of ship it is that they were expecting.
Okay.
I'm guessing the Nyogi to come back with, or
Alright.
whatever their usual trade ship is.
Well, Yeldan, you get 6 hit points.
cool. Not
Okay,
quite full.
so you go to talk to the prisoners, and what exactly are you going to be asking them?
What type of ship it is that they were expecting to come back, or what type of ship it was that they're expecting to come back.
One of them says, "Well, I don't know ships much, but I understand it used to be an old temple ship of some sort."
Temple ship of some sort.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
kind of a
Tool.
wide,
let me
fat ship.
check.
Sorry.
I was wondering if our dwarf
Wait.
companion may know a thing or two about these ships.
Didn't our scribe, who we just hired in the office, used to work on a temple ship that got raided by pirates?
She's
Yeah,
not
not
with you
with
though.
us. So-
Co-command.
No, the clerk at your shop.
Yeah,
At my shop. Well,
yeah,
does it
that's
help
what
us?
I was.
Yeah, she's back on Brawl, so.
Yeah, that. Yeah. I also remember hearing a rumor about it, but so long ago that I don't remember it. This was
Could be
for me
about
going
so.
through the rumor page, where we used to have the big section of rumors. I remember there being a rumor about temple ship being back.
I also ask them about trading, if they trade with the Nyogi often.
He spits at that and says, "Too often for my like."
Too often. Do they bring their own ships down?
Well, to be honest, I don't know if we've really done much before, but there was a Nyogi back at the fort.
Yeah. Had a big bug guy with him.
Some of us didn't like us dealing with them. Filthy beasts.
Yeah, they're kind of slimy, aren't they?
I guess
Yeah,
even
that's it.
slavers don't like them. Says Mama Yeldan.
All
They
right.
probably turn all of you into slaves after you've finished doing their work for them.
That's what I said. Listen to me? No, of course not. I said we should have
Interesting.
taken him as a slave. That's where our proper place is.
Anyways.
I just prefer the dead. All right. Thank you.
That would have been good for me too.
Leva's called
I
in
just
from the
realized
door.
this guy turned into.
Wait,
entrance.
hold on. What were you saying, Leva?
Leva called in from the entrance because she's not allowed in yet. Do they mind control you in any way, or is it just terrible slavery?
I never heard of Nyogi doing
Oh.
mind control.
Lafdul's got some questions. What's that? He wants to know who these people are. Yeah. He asks, hang on, where is it? I've got it written down here.
Oh yeah, you put faces to the names that you got.
Oh yeah, oh god. Skiller, Skithral. How the hell do you pronounce that?
Well, I'm pretty
I
sure.
wrote it down.
Well, that's the best part is because I never told you how to spell it. So
Yeah, I know.
what you're getting is what you wrote down, which tells me that
Skithral.
you wrote down what you thought I was saying, and that's not...
Yeah, I thought
That's good.
I
I
got
love it.
Skithra, I got Durdrick. That one I know is right. Gradrock, who's the leader. Grat and Black Ronick. Black.
All right, so which one are you asking about
Roanoke.
first? The one that you have trouble pronouncing?
Skithral. I think it's Skithral.
He blinks at you for a second and then says, maybe that's a Nyogi? I don't know. It sounds kind of like his name.
Maybe. I go on to the next name. Durdrick.
Well, that's the head of the group there.
What does he look like?
Yeah. I thought it was Grandrock that was the leader. Unless I got that wrong.
Well, he might be. I don't know.
Oh,
What do
you're
they
supposed to know. He's your superior.
Well, I mean, I don't know who you're talking. I mean, you're asking me a name, who a name is, and I'm telling you who the name is.
Mm.
Can you put a
Durdrick's the head
face-
of the group.
Alright, we know who the head of the
Wears a
group
chain
is.
around his. Like has a
Yeah,
belt
black
kind of
chain.
thing.
Okay.
What about Grat? You know Grat? Who's Grat?
Grat's one of the scouts. Actually,
Is
I can't
he- was
remember.
he,
It was these two prisoners. I can't. These you got with the
Scout.
the first group, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, he
Gratz was supposed to
says,
be somebody impulsive.
Grat's the guy you killed with me.
Alright. Black Rowan Neck. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Black Rowan.
He's Durdrick's second in command. He's
So he was in the same group.
he's a mean bastard.
Is he an ogre? What is he? Is he dead? Did we kill him?
Well, you didn't kill him with us, so I don't
We
know.
killed another group. What race was he?
I'm actually double checking because I don't remember. Give me a second.
Basically, I just relate all the races that we've killed, like half-orcs and humans, mainly. And one half-elf.
Yeah, a half elf.
Rornick's a half orc. Some
You've
said he might have been
killed a
related to Grat.
half-orc.
I don't know though.
Who was?
Was he a tracker or anything?
No, he's Durdrick's right-hand man.
Who is
he?
that?
Let Lafdul ask, because he's the one who has the names.
I was just trying to get what was his profession basically. I'd know if we killed him or not then.
Well, he's
We
a right-hand
probably
man.
did.
He makes sure that, you know, when guards are caught snoozing, he gives them a walloping.
Oh, he's just a tough guy basically.
He's a right-hand man.
Yeah. All right, so we've probably killed him.
No, we haven't. He's still in the. He'd be still in the base. Wouldn't leave.
Maybe.
Right hand man stays there.
Well, and the only one I wasn't sure about is Grandrock. He said he was the leader, was he? Grandrock?
I think you're
Grandrock?
misinterpreting something that I said or something like that. But if you're going to ask him about
I know
Grandrock-
Durdrick's like the main guy.
Yeah.
He's the one with the chain belt. There was also a Grandrock.
Yeah, he's also a nasty bugger. He takes a little bit
Is he
too
a
much
leader?
fun with the prisoners when we don't think we're gonna get much money for
Oh,
him.
he's a warden. Or oh, is he a liaison?
Sometimes gets information out of them if necessary.
Oh, the interrogator. Is he a big
He's
fellow?
in charge
is
of all the
he...
slaves.
Is he a big fellow? Is he an ogre?
Yeah.
I saw some. I saw
Yeah,
some
yeah.
ogres. Oh, I think I've met that one. Was that the one
Or-
that he wound up?
Maybe.
Yeah.
And
He's the only
um,
ogre that I remember. All right,
Yeldan's
well,
gonna
that's
ask
my name's done.
if he knew who the half elf among them was, who that was.
He was a slimy bugger. His name was Listra. I was glad I wasn't on his team.
Yeah, Yeldan is wearing his bow right now and his ring. Just saying.
That
If
ring
you
does look kind
recognize
of.
it,
Did you kill him?
probably.
Good riddance, I say.
Did he
When
use
are we
this
eating,
ring
by the
for
way?
much?
I'm kind of hungry here. When are we eating?
Oh, I don't know. When the crew ever. I'm sure the crew's been feeding them, right? So.
Have they? We never told them to feed them.
It'd be unhumane of us if we didn't.
Yeah, I would assume that. You
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Yeah.
have the crew bring them food.
Ockar probably would have. Yeah, probably some breakfast cereals or whatever.
Come feed them.
And we're gonna go, and I think we're done here.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You guys.
Braxton's,
Do you have any other leads?
Anyone else
you
have any
wanna-
questions?
Braxton's going to pop up to the galley and says, "I want you to make some food that doesn't need to be eaten with cutlery."
Oh,
Porridge.
Durr.
Basically
Bread.
porridge.
Well, no. I mean,
Bread.
yeah. I mean, you guys have given them like biscuits and water and stuff like that or something. I would assume.
And
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
jerky.
Common sense.
You don't give them like you don't give them spoons.
Do you? Anyone else have any
No,
other
they use their
questions for them?
fingers.
I don't.
Oh, I.
Yeah, if got a
Do
question?
you-
Might as well ask.
Right. Okay. Braxton will say to them, "You've got 4 weapons on the wall. Have you all used the weapons, or are there specific people tasked at each weapon?"
Well, you mean the catapults?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can anybody use them, or are there specific people that use them?
Well, I mean, I didn't know much about that kind of stuff. I was on the scouting group, and I didn't have much to do with the wall weapons. But I mean, I understood they're fairly simple to use.
Mm-hmm.
There are specific people tended to be assigned to them.
Do you spell Naoki? Sorry, bit random. Anyone there?
Is there anybody in your camp that can see in the dark?
I'm sorry.
Is there anybody who can see at night when there's with no light?
Maybe. Never really came up in conversation.
Okay.
wouldn't those people be put on the scout duty if there was someone with night vision?
Well, I mean, you know, there's stars out and stuff like that. You can still see a bit.
I was thinking we might be able to use that to stick up to the wall at night, than doing a daytime assault. We might be able to go in at night and get them out.
Does the Neogi need light?
The
I don't
Yogi's
know.
gone, remember?
He doesn't know that though.
Well, no,
Prisoner
I
doesn't
know,
know that.
but
I had no idea. I mean, scouts were not in the fort, you know, very often, and he mostly spent time in his chambers there.
okay.
Lafdul mentions to them that the Neogi visited was planned. Then they took off again in this small, spiky spelljamming ship of some description.
That probably made a lot of people pretty happy when he left.
He's
What-
not popular then.
You wouldn't know if there any plans they were.
Well, I mean,
How often does he come back?
he's only been he never visited before, as far as I know. I think he was negotiating a sale, or purchase, I should say. He's gonna buy some of our slaves.
Did you ever have any contact with what's in the lake? I mean, you're a scout. You should have seen that something is in the lake. Did you have contact with them?
Well, we had to
Any
boat
rumors?
across. You know, sometimes we had to fend off an attack by some lizard men up on the north. On the south, I think there was a time the other group had to kill one of them ogre things. But we didn't stay at the water very often. There's something in the northern lake that we tried to kill once, but I don't know if we succeeded.
A Hydra?
What was it?
I don't know.
Describe it.
He
Well,
obviously wants us to die to it, so.
Well, it was like kind of looking like a person. We shot arrows at it, but you know, there was some blood in the water, but you know, we didn't go into the water to check it.
You never went
Mostly
into
for
the
having
water?
fun. Well, I don't know how to swim. Do you?
No.
No, I don't know how to swim, but I just walk around on the bottom of the water.
He gives you an odd look. You know, kind of
Yeah,
a
that-
what are you talking about kind of look.
One of us walks on the water, one of us walks on the ground below.
He's
Magic.
looking at you very strangely.
Yeah, stop teasing him.
And we know when you're lying, too.
You do you?
Braxon smiles back at him.
I just roll my eyes. Stop teasing.
Is the food ready yet?
Wow.
I want some food.
I'm done.
You know what? I think you should... you're still a prisoner.
Yeah.
All right, I think we're done here.
We
Let's
still
go.
have to be
Level.
humane because the majority of you are all good cards, apart from me.
All right. Are there any other
Lema's
questions for him?
Laughter would starve him.
Lema is looking at ways of getting into the room.
Are there any
With
other
somebody
questions for him?
No, I don't.
I don't think
Mm-mm.
so.
All right. Anything else you want to do for the evening, or do you guys just want to get some rest and recover spells and everything like that?
We should probably rest and then. do it.
Braxton wants to quickly ask the others if they've got any idea of things we could float on the water that might make the Lord of the Lake come out.
Probably not. Because he's
Of course.
underwater in a cave that's above water. Right? So it's.
That and
And
something
be
you
honest-
probably don't want to won't want him to be alerted anyway, and you might, even if you did have ideas, you might keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
Well,
The problem is we don't actually know what it is. You Braxon, you're saying it might be a dragon, but is it really a dragon?
Well, do you think you can make me do you think you can make me a smoke bomb that I can set off in the cave? I could try and knock up some sort of little floating basket.
I don't have any alchemy to do
Yeah.
anything like that.
Right.
I
I'm thinking if there was a way I could bundle up a fire and take it in and then set the fire.
Well, you can't really do that.
You
Put
could
it
try
inside
and
a
go to
flask.
the entrance and just where you get to the above the water and use the whistle.
Yeah, I could do that.
He isn't going to outswim a dragon.
Yeah.
Even with haste on him. In fact, I was thinking that about having... Braxon might not want haste cast on him, but I was thinking...
No.
That's even if she wanted to use it. I was going to ask God, how much faster do you move with haste underwater?
Well,
Do you get any benefit of it?
you move at double speed, whatever your current speed is. So if you were highly
so-
encumbered, you would still be slowed, but you'd be moving at double speed. If you're unencumbered, you'd be moving at movement speed of 24. Well, other than Higgimus. Higgimus at double speed would be unencumbered, would be moving the same speed that the rest of you all move normally.
So, okay. So what are we planning to do the next day?
Well, I wanted to try to set off the first fire that is on the same side as the camp to draw them out and ambush them
Should we try that illusion tactic then?
If you're
before
going to
the
do
illusion tactic.
Before we try that
Well,
illusion tactic,
Same
yeah.
side as the camp.
Well, I mean, the kind of idea was to whittle down some of their forces first, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
will down another patrol or do whatever we can with the fire, and then after that we prepare our brilliant maneuver.
Okay. So yeah, so you guys just want to go to that camp, light it, and ambush them. That's kind of the idea right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lafdul, do you have any healing spells left?
I have 2 healings. Well, tonight. No.
Yeah. Okay. Then
We have a cleric
I-
on the ship, right?
yes.
Yeah, she
I mean,
used spells
I'm just
before we
noticing
left,
that a
I
few
think.
people are a little bit injured. So also, I don't think you used your lay on hands yet, Ockar.
I haven't. I can
Is it
give.
Well, 24 hours.
What is it like? It's double my level.
Basically, yeah.
I can give I'm level 5 right now. I can give somebody 10 hit points.
Just
Braxon
choose
says-
one of them. Choose one of them. Just
Braxton says I've taken a
roll.
tiny bit of damage, but
just
it's
no,
not much.
just choose
I'm
one that
going
you lay on
to
hands.
I'm going to touch Higgimus' shoulder and heal him.
Okay.
10 hit
So-
points.
Big guy.
I
Higgimus,
come into the room with the others and I sort of interrupt everybody and I say, hey, I found a patch on my robe that might help with something else.
all right. Well, hold on. I just want to get healing taken care of. You know what? Screw it.
Okay.
Everyone is healed to full because Valoriana has she has enough healing spells.
How many temporary healing potions do you make?
Right now, whatever you've got is what you've got.
Okay.
Not
So-
good, but...
I suggest I'll ask if she can have some ready tomorrow.
Okay. Well, Leva had something that she wanted to mention.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 patches here that look like windows. They're rectangular, squarish sort of thing, and they have a crossbar in the middle. And I wonder if we use those in addition to the door, where the people could come out via those windows.
Well,
Does it
only
work
one
that
of the
way?
only one of the buildings attached to the wall, but that will work. That would work as well, for possibly.
Okay, that sounds interesting. We'll keep that in mind, Leva.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Now we rest.
Yay.
Okay. if anyone needs to change up their spells or anything like that, go ahead and do so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prepare for combat.
Braxon had a couple of borrowed temporary healing potions before, but I think he gave them back.
Yeah, they're just files now.
I don't know. How long does Valoriana's temporary healing potions last?
A few days, I believe.
3 days.
When was the last time she cast it?
Well, if anyone has any
We
that
have
are
used them.
that have not been used, does anyone have any currently that have not been used? Because I'll just say that those get refreshed at that point.
Oh, the ones Braxton had got used.
Yeah, I am going to make one for tomorrow.
Alright,
My reserve
so-
spells.
You guys are completely out of temporary healing potions.
I believe so,
Sounds
yeah.
like it.
All right, she can get you one then.
And I have one I will make as well.
Okay.
So she can give us one tonight and more
No,
tomorrow?
just one tomorrow.
Oof. All right.
Yeah.
Who wants it?
She's not, like putting all of her spell slots aside for these things.
That's what I'm. That's the same. That's why I'm only doing one as well.
I have my lay on hands to rely on
I
at least
have
one.
2 normal healing potions on me, so I'm good.
Yeah, Braxton's
I-
got 2 normal healing potions. Who wants the temporary one?
Or Higgimus will want one, I guess.
I think I have one normal healing potion.
Okay. Does
Give it to
Higgimus
Ockar.
have any?
Give it to Ockar. Give it to Ockar, please.
Well, I will give Higgimus one, and Blorian will give Ockar the other one, I guess.
Okay, that's fine.
Fine, okay, fine.
That
All right,
works.
so it is the next morning. You guys get your spells back. Lafdul creates his healing potion. Valoriana creates one. And you're just gonna head straight for the that campsite that you made.
Yeah, the one to the north.
Right.
The north here. I'll point at it here.
Yeah, no, I know where it is.
That one.
Just checking to make sure that that's the plan. Okay. Okay. All right, so you're gonna once again sail down the river.
There.
Yeah, we're going
The
to sail
usual
up the river.
spot.
Well, that's the southern side, north side.
Lafdul's going to be squinting at the water, suspecting anything.
And
Even
then,
the tiny little fish.
To here.
You see flounder.
Is Dalaran with us?
Yep, Felleran is with you, and Kellor is also with you.
I'm gonna
And-
ask if his pixies have reported any patrols out from coming out of the fort today.
I haven't heard of any.
Are you the leader or are you the spokesperson for the fairies?
Well, you could kind of call me the war leader. Not that we go to war, but I do, I do the
leader.
I train the young ones in the fight and that sort of thing. Not that there's oftentimes much call for it. We usually keep away from most of the dangerous things.
Yeah.
Helps
Right.
when your
And
houses
basically
are up in
teach them
trees.
how to fight if they need to fight.
So,